movement at present has over 75,000 members with close to 0.9 billion in assets. And this is what really reflects not only the importance of us as a national financial institution, but it also reflects the enormity of our economic contribution to the socio-economic development of Dominica. And not only so, but also to the wider OECS region. And because of that, we take great pride in what we do as credit union members and volunteers and staff. But we also take pride and responsibility in our social mission, which is to ensure that we provide that fabric which our members can improve their well-being, their social and economic well-being. One of the things that we are really enormously proud of is the fact that we continue to evolve as a movement. And when I speak of that evolution, I speak of the fact that from the time of our inception to now, we've given birth to 3 subsidiary, or what we call CUSOs, Credit Union Service Organizations. One COPEF financial facility, which has the CICL insurance, the MLajan, which is the newest on the block, and then we have National Credit Solutions, which assist in delinquency management and credit support services. And for us, MLajan really highlights not only the strategic vision of the league, but also the national importance, the direction in which we're going. You would have noted from since 2015 when we had Tropical Storm Erika, and then that was followed in 2017 by Hurricane Maria, which decimated the agriculture sector and affected our GDP by over 224%. At that point in time, when the government signaled its intention to go in a direction to build resiliency, and not only to build resiliency, but also to add the digitalization of the economy, we thought it important as a responsible financial institution to also chart our strategic path forward in terms of digital adoption. The MLajan has actually been in operation in terms of conceptualization, design, and everything for a little over 2 years now. And what has happened is that since the advent of COVID, we have been sort of assured that the work that we've started is going to bear sure fruits. From one perspective, it allows the credit union to introduce additional digital channels to the members. It also allows for the general public. So not only credit union members will be able to benefit from MLajan, but also the general public, those who have bank accounts, those who are unbanked, they will also get an opportunity to use the technology to enhance their daily livelihood. As it relates to MLajan per se, it is a modern technology that some quarters is referred to a 3rd generation technology that allows us to use the simplicity of our device that we carry every day to do some of the most pressing financial things that we want to do. And that is, for example, to pay bills, to send money, to do peer-to-peer transfer, to purchase, to make orders, and so forth. What we wanted to do is 3 things came to mind as we began to design this product. One, we look at the aspect of financial inclusion and financial access. And then secondly, we wanted to have a digital product that allows us to enhance the community of spaces. So we wanted it to build this kind of financial and digital ecosystem where smaller tech startups can come and pin their technology to us and begin to grow as well. And then we also wanted to ensure that as we enhance financial inclusion and access, and we build this community of spaces, that we can provide a platform that all small businesses can leverage for their own strategic growth. And when I say that, I simply mean that we wanted to ensure that a mom and pop shop or somebody that sells soaps at their homes or scents or what have you, they don't necessarily need to have a brick and mortar building to be able to ply their trade or to sell to the public. They can participate in the wallet by having this virtual marketplace where they can advertise their product and where they can sell and receive money. They may never even have to leave their homes. They can get one of the delivery service to drop it off. They can organize their own delivery services, but they can get paid instantly. And in addition to that, things like top up and bill payment, which are essential to our everyday life, these are things that are also going to be facilitated on on the mobile app. So we really wanted to do was to build a digital marketplace where the average person can have access to it without having that seismic cost that normally accompanies having access to such services. First, of critical importance is the aspect of security. But before we even touch on the aspect of security, one of the things we've learned in the adoption of any service is that the chain is as strong as the weakest link. And a lot of time it's not the infrastructure itself, but the end user. So a critical part of enhancing the whole security apparatus of MLajan is to ensure that the users understand the platform, how to safely use it, how to safely view, store, and transact in the platform without unduly exposing themselves. On the back-end side of it, we've taken care of the nuances like, for example, if you log out to the platform, or if you lose your phone, or if somebody snatches your phone from you, what happens? All right. So we have built-in mechanisms that will introduce biometrics to the equation. So your thumbprint, you can use your thumbprint to access. And even though somebody has, let's say your application is open and somebody is able to browse it, they still cannot do any financial transaction until they know the PIN. So we have like a multi-layer approach. First thing, you get an OTP, which is a one-time password delivered to your to confirm your ownership of the phone via text message and also via your registration email. Then you get to set your password and biometrics to enter the application, and then even browsing through the application before you can transact, you get another PIN to put in that. So even though you know the first two and you don't have the final, so you have 3 layers before you can effectively transact. And most contemporary applications that you see now probably just have one. But that is not the only layer. We have additional security whereby you can have your device remotely wiped, the information. But when I say remotely wiped, the information will no longer be accessible on that device, but it will still be accessible. So for us, we wanted to build a robust platform where it is secure, it is accessible, it is flexible, it is affordable, and most of all, it's user-friendly. So we wanted to ensure that the average person without a PhD can actually pick up the application, look at it. And so we built it in such a way to ensure that a farmer can pick it up and transact in it. A minibus driver can do the same. A worker, a university, a government employee, anybody can pick up the application with its simple instruction and go forward. One other critical element in the MLajan apparatus is that of its KYC, and I know a lot of persons would have been hearing about this phrase, KYC, which is know your customer. Because of the advent of money laundering actually and financing of terrorism, the financial regulators have put in some clauses that ensure that we know who's transacting when and where to or from. And in our app, we have layers of KYC. So anybody that, whether you have an account at a credit union, a bank, or anyway, you can download the app, you can top up any one of our agent locations around the island, and you can begin to use the application. However, you'll be restricted in terms of the quantum that you can transact in, the amount, the quantum of the balance that you can do in a month, and the quantum of the balance that you can keep in your account at any given time. Now, the second layer is to upgrade that wallet. So let's say it's a silver and then you go to gold or platinum. The next thing is to upgrade by entering some key information that will allow us to comply with the regulatory frameworks. So for example, your address and a government photo ID, picture ID, proof of address. And once we've done that and we were able to validate, which should take less than probably 72 hours, you can now have an upgraded wallet, which means you have now a greater, higher spending limit, and you will have full access to all of the functionalities of the wallet. The wallet is agnostic. It is interoperable and it's agnostic. And by interoperable, it means it can liaise with any one of the financial institutions once we are able to integrate with them. But it's also agnostic in the sense that it doesn't need a financial institution to be able to operate. If you're not a member of a credit union or a bank, you can still use the wallet. If you are, you get additional advantages in terms of being able to transfer money from your account to the wallet. However, if you don't, you'll be able to transfer money via your debit card, or you'll be able to go at any one of the agent locations and top up your wallet. So once you would have topped up your wallet, all you need to do is go around and you scan a QR code and the payment goes in under 3 seconds. You don't have to spray your phone, you don't have to wipe down money or anything like that. It's pick up, go, scan, and it goes. We continue to invest in Dominica. We continue to provide financial services in Dominica. We continue to provide jobs, and as I was saying in another forum, that we're the only financial institution that, should a disaster come, we have nowhere to pick up and go where to stay. And so that is why we are extremely proud about the fact that we maintain our 25 branches and sub-branches across the island. If you notice this little pin, it has all of the dots on this side. It has all of the dots around here, signifying our locations. And we're community oriented, so where your contemporary financial institution might not see it as economically feasible to be in those locations, we are there. And we've never shuttered a location. Tropical Storm Erika, Hurricane Maria, we've never shuttered our locations. We continue to serve the populations there, whether they're small or large. We continue to serve, and that is why it gives us extreme gratitude when we can see our membership improve their livelihoods, when we can see small businesses develop in using the credit union as their main financial support system. And that is why MLajan is just now another channel in which we can help those small businesses to grow.